Hello, and welcome to another version of Focus Poetry with Ms. Chavez. Today we're going to be looking at the poem, A Charming Prince Has Second Thoughts. Kind of goes with our fairy tales that we've been talking about. It is written by Linda Winger, and let's go ahead and read it for today. Actually, let's go back and let's look at what we need to do to our poem first. The very first thing we need to look at is our title. Our title is A Charming Prince Has Second Thoughts. So here is my title. Let me scoot up a little bit so you can see me a little bit better. Here's our poet. How many stanzas do we have? You're right, 1, 2, because there's a line break right there. So stanza 1, stanza 2. Now we need to look at how many lines there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wonder if the next one has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you know what that means? We have to number each line individually instead of doing our skip count. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second stanza. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 lines. All right, now let's read. I'm going to read first. A charming prince has second thoughts. Listen, sleeping beauty snoring. Sounds like a lion roaring. If I kiss her cheek, she'll rise and look into my deep blue eyes. She'll fall in love with me, no doubt. I'm the only prince hereabout. Should I kiss beauty? Should I not? In this dilemma I am caught. If I wake her now, she's mine, this roaring, snoring Valentine. I know they say that love is blind, but it's not deaf. I'm disinclined to rouse this maid. I'll let her snore and dream of me forevermore. Do you know who the charming prince is talking about? Can you find a hint and show me? Line 1 has exactly the name of our mystery princess. That is the one, the only Sleeping Beauty. So the handsome prince was writing about the Sleeping Beauty. And he was a little worried in this poem, especially in the second stanza. He said, should I kiss beauty? Should I not? I know, ooh, kissing, but if he kisses her, she wakes up. If he doesn't kiss her, she continues to sleep. So in this dilemma, I am caught. It means he's kind of stuck. Does he kiss her or not? If I wake her now, she's mine. So if he wakes her up, she is his. His roaring, snoring Valentine. I know they say that love is blind, but it's not deaf. It's not deaf is talking about love is blind. It means you don't see whether a person is handsome or beautiful or not so much handsome or not so very beautiful. You love them for what they are. To rouse this maid, that means to wake up this maid, I'll let her snore. So I'm disinclined to rouse this maid. He's like, I don't think I really want to wake her up. I'll let her snore. He's going to let her sleep and dream of me forevermore. So right here, he was wondering, wake her or not? I kind of did that backwards. We probably should have looked at this first one first. Let's look at this stanza. Listen, Sleeping Beauty snoring. And these little 3 dots right here is called an ellipse. And when you see that, you have to pause. So I'll go, listen, pause for a second. And what I usually do is go 1, 2, 3. Sleeping Beauty snoring. Sounds like a lion roaring. If I kiss her, she'll rise and look into my deep blue eyes. She'll fall in love with me, no doubt. I'm the only prince hereabout. So he's like, she's gonna love me. That's right, she's gonna love me because I'm the only prince around. So he says she snores. What does she snore like? You're right. Line 2, it says, sounds just like a lion roaring. So she snores and it sounds like just like a lion roaring. Oh, I bet that's hard on his ears. So if I continue to figure this out and look at this poem, we can see. We know the poem is about Sleeping Beauty, but it's written by Linda, which is a lady. She was writing in the way that she thought a charming prince would write. And the title is A Charming Prince Has Second Thoughts. So that goes along with our stanza 2. Do I wake her up or not wake her up? Because if I wake her up, she's mine and she's going to snore with me all the time. And I don't think he wanted to put up with that. So he said, you know what? Peace out. I'm not gonna wake her up. I'm gonna let her snore and dream of me forevermore. So in this case, he didn't wake up Sleeping Beauty. I wonder if she's still sleeping. He didn't like her snoring. So that's kind of a fun thing. And in here, I want to write down a sentence and I want to see if you can help me finish filling it out. Okay. I want to say the prince feels blank because I think he will blank because he says blank. Okay, I want to see if you can fill this out. The prince feels blank. How does the prince feel? Because we know he's in a dilemma. Dilemma means that he's kind of stuck. He doesn't know, should I go this way? Should I go this way? Should I wake her up? Should I let her sleep? He's in a dilemma. So he feels maybe confused or worried because, oh, I forgot this line, blank, period. I think he will wake her up or let her sleep because he says blank. So after you and I read this poem one more time, I want you to try and fill this out before we come back and we meet again tomorrow. Because I want you to do some thinking about this poem. This poem's a little harder than what we've normally done. So I want you to kind of think about it. And we'll talk about it tomorrow. So read the poem with me one more time and we'll see you tomorrow. But let's read it. A charming prince has second thoughts. By Linda Wingert. Listen, Sleeping Beauty snoring. Sounds just like a lion roaring. If I kiss her cheek, she'll rise and look into my deep blue eyes. She'll fall in love with me, no doubt. I'm the only prince hereabout. Should I kiss Beauty? Should I not? In this dilemma, I am caught. If I wake her now, she's mine, this roaring, snoring Valentine. But I know they say love is blind, but it's not deaf. I am disinclined to rouse this maid. I'll let her snore and dream of me forevermore. Good job. So what you're going to do, one more time, it says, the prince feels blank because blank. I think he will blank because he says blank. Think about that. Fill this out and then come back tomorrow and we'll talk some more about it. So for today, that's all we've got for Focus Poetry. So I will see you next time. Bye.